Yo, what's up, trillionaires? It's Sam. Alright, so the AirPods drama. Hopefully this will be the last video we have to make about AirPods because recently there have been some issues. I made a video talking about some of them and a ton of you were saying, yeah, my noise cancellation, it's not as good as it used to be. I am having popping or crackling sounds in some of my AirPods, or some of you might have even been sent replacement AirPods with a beta firmware that Apple didn't even properly test. So now that's all done. Apple's got some new firmwares out. They're sending out proper replacement AirPods, and they've got new support documentation on what to do if you're running into some of the biggest issues. So I want to go over all that today. Drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more, and let's just go ahead and jump in. First up, real quick, there is a new AirPods update out. It's 2D15, and it's very confusing to update these because it doesn't work like a normal iPhone update would. So let me show you how to do that really quick. All right, so what you want to do is basically put your AirPods out of your ears, put them into the case, and then close it. Connect them with a lightning cable to a power source or put it on a wireless charger, and then move your iPhone or iPad or iPod Touch that you have paired with your AirPods close, and then make sure there's an internet connection. Basically, if you do that, the AirPods will automatically update. It is not nearly as cut and dry as how you update other Apple products, but to do so, that's how you can make it happen right away. It will probably happen in the background over the next couple of days, but if you want to try to do it right away, this is how you get it done. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the current state of AirPods. So over the past week, Apple released a new 2D15 firmware, not only for AirPods Pro, which came out about a week ago, but just today for AirPods 2. Now what's new in this update? You probably have that burning question. There's not a satisfying changelog like on iOS or macOS or watchOS. Apple has not told us because AirPods Pro, they update in the background. So with no changelog, now that users actually have them, what are users saying? What are people saying about the new firmware? Is it safe to update? Well, first I'd say yes. Don't worry about staying off Wi-Fi, going off the grid to protect your AirPods. The new update appears to have no issues whatsoever, which is finally, because they've been working on this for a while. Second, for noise cancellation, it appears that there is no difference between this and the previous public firmware, which was 2B588. Now, users have said that that doesn't have as good noise cancellation as the very first firmware that ever came out on October 30th on launch day, but apparently at least it's not gotten any worse. And Apple actually has some suggestions now for users that are having issues with noise cancellation, so I want to jump into that now. On a new support page, Apple says if active noise cancellation isn't working as expected on your AirPods Pro, that you should follow these steps. So first of all, make sure you're on the latest software on your iPhone or whatever you're using with your AirPods. Then put them in your ears and make sure active noise cancellation is turned on. Here's the important step. Try and actually clean the mesh located at the top of your AirPods Pro. That's this spot right here. Now it's weird to think about cleaning an Apple product for it to work properly, but apparently that's actually something you got to do here with AirPods Pro. They're saying that if it isn't actually cleaned properly, you're going to get a lack of bass, and B, louder background sounds like street, airplane, train noise, stuff like that, which is exactly what users have been complaining about. So take a cotton swab or something with cotton that's dry, Apple recommends. And while you can use a wipe for the rest of the AirPod, the plastic, the mesh parts you're supposed to be a bit more careful with. So wipe that down. Now let's say you tried that and you're still my noise cancellation is horrible. This is not what I paid for. Apple says to reach out to them, and from what we've seen online, they have been very happy to send out replacements. So if you're having issues after even cleaning them, active noise cancellation is still bad, reach out to Apple support and hopefully they will be able to help you out. The third big question with this update is, are popping sounds or clicking noises corrected? Well, again, Apple has a brand new support document to help you out with that, and it appears that that this really isn't a firmware issue, that actually it could be something you may have been doing wrong all along. Apple says you want to make sure again you're on the latest software and that you're nearby with no walls or cement or bricks or a lot of devices in between you and your AirPods, and then to see if in different apps it affects these clicking or popping sounds you're experiencing. Apple says that basically to improve your Bluetooth connection, you want to try to download music rather than stream it. It seems like they're suggesting that could cause some sort of interference, and the interference is what's causing these issues of popping and clicking. So try to download your music and then listen directly in front of your iPhone. And even more extreme, if that doesn't do anything, completely unpair your headphones, meaning forget the device, restart your phone, and then try to repair the AirPods again like they're a fresh set. Now, if you're still having issues, Apple says the same directions here. Just reach out to us at Apple support if you're still having sound connection issues, if they're still popping, and they'll try to help you you out. So while this firmware doesn't appear to directly impact any of those, at least Apple has finally publicly spoken that this can be an issue, and if you're having that issue, that there is help and that they're going to send you a free pair of AirPods. So clean your AirPods grills and try to download your music or completely repair your AirPods, and maybe that will help a little bit. Now for normal AirPods, there really haven't been any different reports so far. I mean, AirPods 2 have been working great in general. They've been working great from the start. It's just the Pros that have been plagued by a number of issues. Please let me know about your experience with this down below. Are these steps helping? Are you getting anywhere? Is everybody just having to reach out to Apple support? Because I'd love to get to the bottom of this. Now, in broader terms, this update, is there better sound quality? For some users, they are saying yes, specifically on AirPods Pro. It's so new for the AirPods 2s that we don't really know if there's been any significant improvement, but I doubt it. So I'll leave Apple's official support documents down below. I wish you the best of luck with this. Hopefully this will help you out. If it did, drop a like down below and hit subscribe for more. 2D15 in general, we don't know what it exactly changes, which makes this infinitely more frustrating, but we haven't seen any big issues with it so far, and I hope that this is really going to be the tail end of everything that's been happening with AirPods lately. All right, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see all of you in the next one.